Do you want to go on a walk?
Yeah.
Do you want to update people on what's going on?
Sure, yeah, we got a lot to catch people up on. I have some good news, and I have some bad news.
What's the good news?
We have an apartment. Look, it has air conditioning.
That is, well, okay, that is good news. That is excellent news.
And the bad news, well, there's a cyclone coming. Category 5.
No, it's not going to be a 5 by the time it reaches us. And that's what I'm going to keep telling myself.
I'm ready.
You and I share a heart since mine gave up.
Of course, it's raining. Thought we were going to get a little bit of a break, but I still think we can probably fill up our box. And I'll fill you in on all the other things while we do that.
You remind me of why I move my feet. You remind me of why I give a damn. You remind me of the breaking love I need.
Welcome to our beach here in Naughty Town on the main island of Fiji. Everything is shut down for the most part. The airport is closed, there are no flights going in or out. So this is our home for the foreseeable future. Fiji is in not full lockdown. There is a curfew from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. We still have access to food and the markets and all that kind of stuff. A lot of the same stories everywhere else in the world. I think right now there are like 14 cases of coronavirus in Fiji, so they are being extremely cautious and they are trying to limit movement as much as possible. And of course, encouraging everybody to practice social distancing and all that jazz. That is us here in Fiji. Scared me. Oh.
That's a hole. That's a hole.
This is the one area where we're semi out of the rain and the wind. Oh, all right. Anyway, moving on.
This is our new routine. Other than getting groceries, we're pretty much stuck up in our apartment, editing video, constantly working, which is nice. We're getting caught up.
And it's good to have something to do.
Yeah, exactly. But we come down, we bring a box, and we just pick up trash. And this is not Fiji like I imagined it in my head. This is more of a bigger town, and the bay is pretty muddy. Lots of rivers dump into this bay. Sort of reminds me of Galveston or something like that.
It's just like being home.
Except there's so much trash, and our ritual has been just bring a box down, pick up as much trash as we can, and get our exercise, stay away from people, obviously. There's nobody else on this beach. Well, there's a few people, but it's a good place for us to breathe in some fresh air, do something that makes us feel good, and actually get a little bit of exercise too. That's the idea.
You remind me of my identity. You remind me of why I call this home. You remind me of the breaking love I need.
So this is what really frustrates me on this beach is this is like an everyday occurrence times 10. We see glass like this right on the beach, right where the water breaks, right where the water comes up to. There's people running, kids playing. Ugh, it's just like, plastic sucks, but this really, really sucks.
Look at that. It hasn't even been opened.
Who's up for an adventure?
Oh. 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 That was filled with oil.
Jeez.
No. Dang it. Dang. you in a couple of days, okay? Don't get swept up. Stay safe, guys. Stay safe.
So it is 6 o'clock here in Fiji, and Cyclone Harold is barreling straight towards us. It hit the Solomon Islands pretty hard. It hit Vanuatu as a Category 5, and it's supposed to hit us as a Category 4. It passes just south of Nadi here, so we're gonna see lots of flooding, I think. It's also a spring tide, which is a really high tide. So lots of rain, lots of flooding, lots of wind. Hopefully that's all we see, nothing crazy. And then, unfortunately, it's set to continue on to Tonga, which is where our crate full of stuff is in Nuku'alofa. And then further north is Vava'u, which is where our home, Curiosity, is sitting on the hard. God, I don't even know what to say. I mean, this year has just started off just crazy. I mean, not just for us, I mean, for everybody, but jeez, nuts.
I feel like I want to just say that we are taking like our self-isolation time very seriously, and even though Fiji isn't on like a full lockdown, we almost treat it like it is, aside from our walk on the beach to pick up trash, because oh, I'm gonna lose Karen. We feel like if we stay healthy and we don't get the virus, then our chances of getting back to Tonga the soonest are the best, because, well, we're healthy, we don't have the virus, maybe they'll let us in when they decide to start letting people travel again, or when borders are open. That's future problem. So today's problem is Cyclone. We stocked up on plenty of food. We went to the market, bought lots of things that didn't require cooking, you know, or refrigeration just in case. So we got plenty of fruit, lots of veggies, plenty of water for like the next 2 weeks. I'm making a batch of ginger beer because, you know, in times of crisis, alcohol is very important for sanity. Dinner, Netflix, chill while we still have power.
Well, friends, this morning's not going great. Lost power at about 2 a.m. so it was super duper hot in the room, and the wind was just howling through the little, they're not windows, they're like just slats. And I realized I made one huge mistake. The coffee that we bought locally isn't ground. And I didn't grind coffee. Why didn't I think of that? Cool. Also, the fridge and freezer don't have power, and we had a little bit of ice cream as a special treat. And yeah, that's, man, this morning's just not going well. Now we're gonna take a cold shower, or I'm gonna take a cold shower, and I don't know, make a plan. Maybe somebody has a generator here, and they'll let us put our ice cream in their freezer. Have a look out here. Do you hate me?
Why would I hate you?
Because of the coffee. And the ice cream.
Well, look, the ice cream isn't your fault, and I feel like that's just a really good excuse to eat the ice cream, so I'm not bummed about that entirely.
So ice cream for breakfast? Is that
ice cream. Look, win in a cyclone. But the coffee is a bit of a bummer, but I guess I feel like that's as much my fault as it is yours. Like, it's not totally your responsibility. I didn't think about it either. So, mostly sucks to be us. It's the apocalypse! There's no coffee, and there's not going to be any more ice cream. First world problems.
And it looks like that outside.
It's the first time ever that I can say I'm watching the world blow by. And mean it literally.
Yeah.
Even just the smell makes me happy. I'm getting desperate.
That's enough.
I'll tell you when it's enough.
You look like a warrior.
Coffee warrior. Like, my lack of sleep from last night is catching up with me, and I feel like to make it through this day, I'm gonna need coffee. So, I have a pan, I'm gonna give that a go, and I have a rolling pin. I don't know which is gonna work better, but either way, I'm gonna try to crush this coffee up. Stay in the pan, I'm gonna give it a go first. Oh yeah! Listen to that. That is the sound of happiness. Enjoy. And caffeine. Oh. It sounded like so much more progress.
It's gonna be a long day.
It's okay. Cyclone. What else do we gotta do? And ta-da! Okay, look, it's not exactly like a pour over grind. It's definitely more of like still a very chunky French press, but I'll keep going. It's just like white. All you can see is rain. Rain being blown around by the wind.
Why would you look outside yourself when you had all of the world inside?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Cinderella, Cinderella.
Leaks everywhere.
Is the sun in its shine.
Kind of like immersion and pour over combo.
Yeah.
At some point, I should tell you about our cloth filters because they're pretty awesome.
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world in?
Oh yeah. Nice work.
Not too bad.
Why would you look outside yourself when you had all of the world
Why
inside?
would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world in?
Why would you look outside yourself?
That is exactly what I needed.
Okay, we went down. It was like really calm for a bit, and you know, it's like the calm before the storm. We saw some police officers coming up, and they said it's okay to go to the beach, but real quick because the dangerous.
And don't go to the water.
Yeah, don't go to the water, but because the dangerous time is coming is exactly what he said. Jeez, it's low tide right now, and we're about an hour from the storm being the worst. There's people hanging out on the beach. It's looking pretty gnarly out there.
It's low tide, and this is the bay. Like, this is normally really calm. You saw how calm it was just yesterday, right? It was just yesterday. It was just yesterday.
It's very shallow and it's protected, and it looks like that out there. That's pretty nuts.
Yeah. That poor little island right there. Oh. That poor little island right there. And then, that's where our boat is. Yeah. Not nice. So sad. I could, but I shouldn't. I think we might have to go knock on our neighbor's door. The neighbor with the generator running. Lunch is served. We've got some tuna, some pico, avocado, and plantain chips, or tostones, or chifles, or depending on where in the world you are, they might call them something different. And that is lunch. Yeah, right? Maybe we're on the downswing.
Be nice.
By the beauty of your love, I have seen a miracle. I have seen a miracle.
That's just nuts. It's like all of a sudden it was raging, you know, and the wind was howling, and then the next thing I know, it's like it felt like it got calm. I look out and I can see our neighbors' kids playing with a football on the street. And then we walk out here and they're boogie boarding, and I mean, I guess that's it. Locals know. I mean, they really wasted no time. The guys that are working on the new building over here, the construction workers, are already back at work. So I guess it means everything's kind of okay. I mean, other than some debris and fallen trees and this, that, and the other, it doesn't seem like there's any crazy damage, at least not in this area, this little stretch, this neighborhood. I have no idea what the rest of the island looks like, but wow, like what a roller coaster.
Blessed day, we survived you in the corner of my arm. I have seen a miracle. I have seen the sun. It shines for you. The grass is green, the sky is blue. And there you are, like you are, you're feeling so natural.
This is where we were yesterday at almost the same time, and there was beach here yesterday, so you can tell like the storm surge is legit. It is still coming up and it will get higher. So, whew, even though it seemed like no big deal where we were, it's obviously going to be a big deal somewhere. That's a resort, and it's not even high tide yet. Oh man. Well, that looks like that's kind of the worst for us here in Nadi.
So we think.
Yeah, we think. We don't know what happened to the rest of Fiji. The crazy part is, because of COVID, because of coronavirus, we don't know what relief efforts are going to look like.
For any of these islands.
Vanuatu got hit hard, the Solomons got hit hard, and who knows if they get any help because planes aren't flying and everyone's on lockdown.
I'm sure they'll figure it out. It just feels like extra challenging times and just bad, crappy timing for all of it, for everybody in all of these islands. It's gonna, yeah, so.
And even though it's over here in Nadi, as far as we know, it's heading straight for our home, our boat in Tonga.
And all of our friends,
So the next 24 hours we'll be watching that, reaching out to our friends, making sure they're okay, and we'll keep our fingers crossed that it dies down even more so than it did before it got here.
Yeah.
Whew, what a crazy Just what a crazy time.
Yeah.
What a crazy year.
Yeah, everybody's like,
Man.
I think we need a redo for 2020.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, a redo or just hit the fast forward button.
Jeez. All right, we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.
A miracle I have seen.
Stay tuned, we'll have more of our South Africa adventures coming at you soon. Thanks so much for watching.
The earth is here, it's here for you. 7 fish, the eye.